we're going to be talking about the affiliation agreement that is required for all students in the mentorship program between their facility that they'll be completing the mentorship and also between the University of Texas at El Paso. So this is our individualized affiliation agreement. It is student specific and it is only good for the student that it is written for, and it is only good for the time frame that is written on this document. As it is understood that you would be completing your mentorship at your facility or place of employment for both classes, it is designed as such and will work across both classes in the program for the mentorship. So looking at this document, some of the things that are very important about this is it does state right here that it is non-clinical. And then a little bit farther down, it says it again that it is non-clinical mentorship educational experience. The reason why it is non-clinical is because this is a mentorship, not a clinical and not a preceptorship. So looking in the differences, a clinical and a preceptorship is usually a student that is working towards a new licensure. However, you all already have your RN licensure, so you are getting mentored in the academia educational component moving towards the BSN degree. Also with this is that you are working with your facility that you work at, you are working under your own license, you are working with mentors who are also employed at the facility that the mentorship is taking care of, and you also will be doing more of education and teaching practices, not physical patient care. So this is why our affiliation agreement is different than the full affiliation agreement that some facilities have for universities to bring their students in. We would like you to take this affiliation first to your organization and determine if they would be willing to sign this for you for the 14 weeks of the 2 courses. If they say that they are wanting the full agreement that goes through legal, you will need to let your director know as soon as possible so that we can start that process, as it'll go through legal on both ends, both UTEP and your facility. So now talking about the affiliation agreement, there are some components that are extremely important to fill out. So this agreement that you're looking at right now is 3 pages long. You will be getting a clean copy, completely blank. You will have your organization fill it out and sign it. You will need to send this back to the director of the RN to BSN program so that we can route it through our legal department, have it signed by our affiliation coordinator, and then we will send back a full copy with all signatures to the organization and the point of contact that you are giving us at your facility. So the first part that's important is this first paragraph. In this part, the facility is going to fill out the date that the agreement is effective on, which is normally the date they fill it out and sign it. They will fill out their facility, the type of office or organization, and the state that it is located in. The second part that is very important is the second paragraph, where it talks about where the facility is located, the city, the state, and what kind of services are provided. So the next part that needs to be filled out is this third section right here, where it says whereas, and then the student name needs to go there. This would be your full legal name as is documented at UTEP in both banner, how you register, how your diploma is going to be read, how your transcript is written. It needs to be the full name of that student. So please make sure that if you have multiple names within your full legal name, that everything is written in there, because it does need to legally match how you are registered at the University of Texas at El Paso. Coming on down to the second page, you will notice under program that there are some components that are filled out. So one of the parts that is very important is that we write the names of the 2 programs for the 2 courses in here. When I send you the document, it will already be completed. In the leadership course, which is 4502, you will be doing a quality improvement project proposal that will be discussed, presented to administration on your unit and or facility. In Community 4503, you will be doing a patient teaching to individuals that you take care of on your unit and or facility, and it will be a health promotion utilizing resources in your community. So I have already filled out the 2 titles of the 2 projects. I have also under 2A completed the dates of the 2 classes that you will be attending. So for example, on this contract, it is stated July 1st through October 13th. So this would be both for a leadership course and a community course, each being 7 weeks long. So the contract is only 14 weeks long in its entirety based on signatures. Now, you might notice that that is actually 15 weeks, not 14, but that is because we have sometimes a week off in between classes, and the contract does not cover that. It only covers the times of the actual academic terms of the 2 courses that are written above. This part does not need to be revised or completed, as it will be coming to you already the way it needs to be. Moving on down, the next part that will need to be completed is this part that says to facility, and this is where your facility will fill out their point of contact and whom we will send the contract back to completely signed as it is signed on UTEP's side. And if there needs to be attention to anyone, please have them write this in this area. The last part that needs to be filled out is going to be right here where it has the facility signatures. It'll state who is signing and their title. It'll have their signature and it'll have the date that it is signed. You will send it back to me, the program director for RN2BSN program. We will have Dr. Osegueda, who is our vice president for research, sign and date it. And then the fully executed document will be sent back to the point of contact that was written on page 2.